just ahead of Firewater. Their main competition, Rio Roses. Very similar boats, a little different power, but both run strong. International Dania Hollywood Grand Prix. Coming down now on VL30, this is Miccosukee Indian Gaming, the 38-foot fountain. Drivers, Brett Firschman, Throttleman, Troy Hannon. Miccosukee Indian Gaming. Miccosukee Indian Gaming's actually a big competitor of this weekend's sponsor, but Miccosukee Indian Gaming down off Chrome Avenue and 41, large casino and resort area, Miccosukee Indian Gaming. Troy Hannon at the throttles also owns Supreme Marine, who maintains the boat as well as several other race boats, including the Hulk. Troy Hannon, Supreme Marine, home for all your Mercury, Mercruiser, rigging, and service needs here in beautiful Fort Lauderdale. Miccosukee Indian Gaming number 30 is in a tight battle for the national championship in Superboat Limited class. Currently here, I believe, running in third place early on in the race here at Dania Beach, Hollywood. Looks like the boat's running great here. Getting down towards the south end of the course here off of Hollywood Beach. Looks like it gets a little bumpier down towards this end. Heading around the corner, turn back north again. Some onboard shots off of Miccosukee. Brett Firschman on the right is your driver. Troy Hannon on the left is the throttle man. Close, you can see the little TV screens right in front of them. That's their rear view camera through the mirrors, the rear view mirror cameras. Another VL class boat, Super V Limited. Right there off the right is the Black Pearl, very similar 38-foot fountain. Today Luke Dickey's driving with David Peterson on the throttles. Black Pearl running strong early on here in Dania Beach. See, very confusing down at the south end of the course off of Hollywood. All the boats going through the turn together. A lot of different classes, a lot of whitewater, a little bumpy in this area. Troy Hannon and Brett Hirschman doing a great job in their 38-foot fountain, Miccosukee Indian Gaming. Going on board now with Black Pearl Racing. Luke Dickey, your driver. Dave Peterson, your throttle man, number 16 in the V Limited class. Another shot back from the start of the race there. You can see Rio Roses right off to the right, and on the left is Miccosukee Indian Gaming. Black Pearl is the former Utz Castaway boat from last year. Now repainted and re-rigged, Black Pearl runs strong early on in the V Limited class. Hitting a few bumps here right off the Dania Hollywood area. Still running strong. Dave Peterson doing a great job on throttle. Luke Dickey, great job at the wheel. Special thanks to crew chief Pete Sharkady. Going back to the second start of the race, on board Taboo P3 class boat. Diesel's got quite the funny sound, but they always run strong well and very well in Taboo. Bill Mazzoni and Craig Wilson aboard. This starts the P boats as well as the stock class boats. Taboo always runs well. Took a first place in Marathon as well as first place in Sarasota, currently leading the P3 class points. So racing number 50, running the VL50, the 42-foot fountain. You see Callahan going by on the outside in the Superboat Unlimited class. Muscle Racing, a 42-foot fountain with Mercury Racing 525 engines with a number 6 drive. Diamond Dave Branch, your throttle man. Dr. K, Bruce Kruglich, your driver. Special Discovery Channel TV program being filmed about the guys here this weekend. Drew a new dimension to spectators here in boat racing. Diamond Dave, always the character, running strong here in the V Limited class, coming off the big win in Sarasota in their hometown. Always throws the great party, threw another great one in Sarasota for the 4th of July races this year. Dave Branch and Bruce Kruglich in Muscle Racing. Bouncing around a little bit, but still running along running well, the VL50 Muscle Racing. Coming down now on number 22, Instigator National Marine, Joe Scrow and Peter Meyer, back to their old boat, the 42-foot Fountain, their bigger boat. After they had a little mishap in Sarasota and took a bunch of water on, they're repairing that boat and modifying it now and trying to stay in the points chase here, so they brought out the old boat. Peter Meyer on the throttles, Joe Scrow with the wheel. You know, they had Jerry Haney working his butt off in Sarasota to get it here, and it looks like they're running well. Hopefully it'll pay off for them and get some points here in Dania Beach. Going by on the outside of the course, you can see Black Pearl there heading in, breaking down early in the race here. But still running strong in the VL class is the number 22, Instigator National Marine, Joe Scron at the moment. Very even racing here in the P4 class. Extreme Liquid Assets and Extreme Racing battling here. Going with an Extreme Racing now. It's a 29-foot Fountain Fever P411. Several sponsors aboard, including Throttle Up Propellers, West Marine, Bi-Direct Marine, Hydromover Engineering, Hampton Inn, Fountain Powerboats, Hammerhead Boatworks Frenzy, Superboat International, and RPM Promotions. It's powered by a single 500 EFI Mercury inboard. The boat's won several races. It won the 2002 national title with finishes in the top 3 in every race and an unprecedented 5 wins. In 2002, obtained the world kilo record of 86.215 mile per hour in the F1 class. In 2003, it obtained the kilo of 87.684, breaking their 2002 record. In 2003, they won the Northeast Divisional title and the Southeast Divisional title, successfully defended their national title, and won the World Championship. Frank Sorrow, the throttle man, Scott O'Connor, your driver. Mike Soroy is also their crew chief. On the outside there, you can see stock class boat Deep V Cats going by, Lee Austin and Steve Quick aboard, but now we're still with Extreme Racing, 29-foot Fountain in the P4 class, currently running in second place, just behind the Miami Boys and just ahead of Extreme Liquid Assets. Scott O'Connor and Frank Sorrow doing a great job aboard. See Extreme Racing currently your leader in the P4 class, P411, Fountain Extreme, Frank Sorrow and Scott O'Connor. Right in front of us here, 42-foot Fountain. Bill Mazzoni and Craig Wilson aboard. Next in line there is the Map A boat. Pace boat all the way in the background, I believe, just dropped the green flag. We have the green flag out front in stock class early on. Racing Frenzy right there. But you can see Gary Ballou and Mike Maheson, the Matt Page, just taking off right at the start. Team Taboo here all the way on the inside. Big 42 Fountain in this rough water. Really likes the rough water. Just on the outside of them, there's Team Fortress, the 30-foot Phantom, all the way down from Michigan. Great start, lots of boats, lots of action here early on in Deerfield Beach National Championship Offshore Grand Prix for SBI and APBA. Team Taboo running out of the Delray Beach area and Palm City, Florida area. Bill Mazzoni and Craig Wilson aboard. This is a 42-foot fountain powered by twin Yanmar diesels with harness and surface drives. Very rare combination, but always runs very strong. This is your 2004 SBI National Champion in the P3 class. Pretty much unbeatable when it runs. But they're going to get a lot of competition with the Fortress all the way down from Michigan here. And the Castaway Racing boat also running strong. There you can see Applegate Trucking there on the far right. And right under us now is Deep V Cats in the stock class. Lee Austin and Steve Quick battling early on in this Grand Prix. On board now, Team Taboo. Craig Wilson on the right of the screen and Bill Mazzoni on the left, your driver. Craig Wilson on the throttles, running strong here early on in the rough waters off of Deerfield Beach at the SBI APBA National Championship race. There you can see our helicopter. Russ Kilpatrick's your pilot there, right on the right. Bumpy ride early on here at the start in Deerfield Beach. You can see the hatch bouncing around a little bit. They forgot to latch that down. Not slowing them down at all here in Deerfield. Team Taboos run strong all year and put together the national championships in SBI for the P3 class. Your national champion, Team Taboo, P3-1. The diesel-powered fountain with the harness and drives. You can hear the turbos hum on the diesels. Listen in. Back to our aerial shot. Team Taboo, it doesn't even look like it's quite bouncing around as much as it does from the onboard camera. Running well in the beginning of the race here in Deerfield Beach. P3 starting with the super stock class. Some other P3 boats there. The Fortress is right in the middle of your screen. It's a little 30-foot Phantom. Tyler Crockett and Mark Slater aboard out of Michigan. Bill Mazzoni aboard. 42-foot Fountain out of Delray Beach, Florida. Diesel Yanmar powered with the harness and surface drives. Wilson Custom Marine, the rigger and maintainer of this boat, running very strong, has all year long. It's your SBI National Championship. Going to be quite interesting to go to Key West with all the different classes combined. There will not be an APBA, an SBI, an OSS classes. It will be P3 class, winner take all, not I won the APBA or I won SBI. They're all going to be racing together to see who's the champion of the world. Freeze frame video will be very happy to be in Key West this year. Over 130 boats expected to be competing. We're very happy to look forward to going down there to cover the racing action for all you fans out there. Some side-by-side racing again. Like I said, it's amazing to see two very different styles of boats running side-by-side. 42-foot Fountain with twin 450 horsepower inboards and a 30-foot AMT with twin 280 horsepower outboards. running side by side in this bumpy water off of Deerfield Beach. S111 in the background, that's Applegate Trucking out of Cranbury, New Jersey, a sponsor for the Double Edge Motorsports racing team. Mark Hanna, the driver, Ryan Beckley on the throttles in the super stock class, now moving up after a bad start, running strong now, trying to chase down the leaders. It's a 30-foot AMT with twin 2.5 Mercury outboards, pulling away from the 42-foot Fountain with the 420 horsepower Yanmar diesels. Very bumpy ride in the corners with all the swells here in Deerfield Beach. Probably the roughest part of the course was going around the corner. Moving on to your current leader in the P4 class, it's P433 Conrad Fountain of Youth. Sponsored by Conrad Drive Systems, this 33-foot Fountain is owned by Brian Bunch out of Gibraltar, Michigan. The driver's Jim Lejana out of Harrison Township, and the throttle man is Brian Bunch out of Gibraltar, Michigan. It's powered by twin Mercury 500 horsepower engines. Strong runner, Team Ultra, Conrad Fountain Racing out of Michigan. Runs most of the Great Lakes Series races, running strong here at the SBI APBA National Championship. This 33-foot Fountain's handling these bumpy waters quite well here at Deerfield Beach. Other P4 class boats, Extreme Liquid Assets, and Herbot Racing also in the class.